You can feel Christianity in your blood, in your core, and that's intertwined in our British DNA, in our British culture. You cannot escape that. No matter how much you try to escape that, it's there. It's like, for me, the military. It's in my blood. The passion, the pride that I have when I look at a soldier, when I for Remembrance Day, for even today, Independence Day, and I look at these soldiers that have given their lives and the current serving soldiers, I just burst with immense pride, and I don't get why people don't feel the way that I feel. Well, I do. Is because that culture, our culture especially, has been suppressed and eradicated over time, and it's being replaced as we speak.
We are in Warsaw for Poland's Independence Day. I'm sat with Ant Middleton. How are you?
How you doing, Tommy? You good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. And it's also Independence Day, but it's our...
Well, listen, between Poland and the UK, it's uniting the nations, right? It's in the UK, it's our Remembrance Day, and here it's their Independence Day. So it comes hand in hand. What I love about here is the pride for the military, you know, which we should have in the UK, which they have here in Poland. And I've got a strong connection with Poland because my granddad was Polish. So I thought to myself, do you know what? I've been invited out here to Warsaw, and I'm going to not compare the two, but the pride for the military here seems a lot deeper and a lot more passionate than the UK. And why is that?
And now we're finding, we've been searching, I'm useless to this, but when I come out here 10 years ago, we went to a memorial stone that was for an RAF, I think during the Warsaw Uprising in 1944. So we're now going, because it's obviously our Remembrance Day, for the 2-minute silence at 11 o'clock. So we're on our way to find that memorial stone to pay our respects to the British Armed Forces, to then go and enjoy Poland's Independence Day.
Yeah, that's where we're going right now. So we're going to the British War Memorial, 1944. An RAF pilot was shot down. So the connection here goes a lot deeper than anyone knows. And this is what I want people to realise, you know, that we were united with a lot of European countries during World War I and World War II. And the connection there, which has been forgotten or which has been lost or disconnected due to what's happening in the UK is sad. And I just want people to know the importance of, especially a country like Poland, the unity, not only of our Christian nations, but of our military as well.
And then you're going to run for London Mayor. What's it been like walking around Warsaw last night? What's it been like since you've been here? Because there's two capitals, two European nations. One's basically crime-ridden, one's not. What's
the biggest observation, which you can't help but feel, is the devastating failure of a multicultural society in the UK, especially London. You know, that word just doesn't exist here. Everyone's proud to be Polish, everyone fits in and adheres to Polish culture, and they're really proud of it. You know, you can feel that. You're walking through and Polish flags are everywhere, and even, you know, people who aren't Polish, they're here, they're integrating, they're loving the peace, they're loving the safety and security, and it's just chalk and cheese, mate. And it's such a sad thing to see, especially with something like Independence Day, or back in the UK, a Remembrance Day, where you'd have police everywhere. There'd be protesters out, there'd be violence against us celebrating and remembering our fallen heroes, which just shocks me to the core.
And this, I think what I take from this city is just, imagine London 30 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe 50 years ago. It's probably what this was like.
Yeah, 1980s. I was walking around yesterday, and I was saying to the guys, the groups that I was with, I was like, I feel like I've gone back in time, but I feel peace. And that's what a thriving society, successful society, is a peaceful society, where the law and order is on point. There's, not saying no crime, but there's little to no crime. But the respect for law and order, the respect for the current culture, i.e. the country's culture, which then creates a peaceful environment. And that's what I felt just walking through. I felt peace for the very first time in a long time. And it's something that I want to bring back to London.
And I haven't seen any attitude. Do you know when you walk around London, it's just attitude. People are looking at you. People got their hoods up. People all ghetto. Nothing like that here. Just, as you said, peace, calmness. maybe today might be different. Today is a national day, it's an Independence Day, it's a celebration day, it's also a demonstration day. Things are different on demonstration days. We'll see how we get on. But first of all, we're off to War Memorial. So
let's do it, mate. Let's do it. But what I love as well, and just tapping on or touching on culture, with most cultures, there's a religion attached to it. And you look at European culture, it's Christianity. I went to the Catholic Church here in Warsaw, and it was just phenomenal. Just the principles, values and morals of Christianity. You don't have to be religious to adhere to them, but to know that they're right, they're just, that they work. They've been working for over 1,000 to 2,000 years. And when that is suppressed, a culture is suppressed like it is in the UK, you then suppress the religion that's attached to it. And our religious beliefs, values and principles are Christianity. And here, it's just everywhere. You walk around, there's a church, you walk around, there's a cross, you walk around, there's a Polish flag. You can feel Christianity in your blood, in your core. And that's intertwined in our British DNA, in our British culture. You cannot escape that. No matter how much you try to escape that, it's there. It's like, for me, the military. It's in my blood. The passion, the pride that I have when I look at a soldier, when I for Remembrance Day, for even today, Independence Day, and I look at these soldiers that have given their lives and the current serving soldiers, I just burst with immense pride, and I don't get why people don't feel the way that I feel. Well, I do. Is because that culture, our culture especially, has been suppressed and eradicated over time, and it's being replaced as we speak.
You know what you're going to see a lot of today? Symbols of Jesus, because what I was so shocked at last time when I came here 10 years ago, the whole demonstration was about God. 10 years ago, the phrase for the march, it was Independence Day, we march for God. And I come here 10 years ago, it was all about, there's a lot of signs about abortion, a lot of signs about Jesus, so I think we'll see a huge display of Christian symbols today, which madly, I didn't think we'd ever see in the UK when I come here 10 years ago. September 13th, there's a revival. It's happening. There's
a revival. And you look at the positives in every single negative, which I do. I'm very good at flipping negatives into positive. We're having a revival of Christianity. We're having a revival of British culture. So actually, the timing is right for us to step up and step forward, to be heard, and to implement change. And it's people like you and me and British patriots that are stepping forward and putting their neck on the line or putting their head above the parapet in order to implement change. And this is exactly what I'm doing, transitioning over from a media career into a political career.
And Dominic, what do you think of Dominic Shresky, who's hosting you here today?
Yeah, really, really grateful and proud to be invited by Dominic. His principles, values and morals just fit in perfectly with mine. They fully align, especially with his military sort of proudness. That he's so proud that his military soldiers are on the streets today, and I can't thank him enough. For him to invite us here today, and for me to have a connection. My granddad was a prisoner of war in Auschwitz, and the only reason why he survived is because he was a tailor. So he used to do all the uniforms for the Germans. That's the only reason why they kept him alive, because he was such a good tailor. And then he moved to London after World War II and became a very known tailor in Wood Green in Tottenham. So that's where my connection comes, not only for London, because my father's side was Wood Green, Tottenham, but also from the Polish side. My grandfather was a full Pole, so there's great roots there. And when he invited me, I thought to myself, do you know what, my granddad would be proud that I'm here today.
Oh, wicked, man. We're going to have a beautiful day. Wait to see what's coming up. Follow at tommyinpoland.com for all the videos and all the content, and you're going to see a beautiful show of patriotism and nationalism in Warsaw today. Boom ting.